edition of The Insider versus Lappas. I'm the Insider, that's Lappas, and the truth is in between us. And I thought we were going to change studio. What happened?
Apparently the truth over here went and cried to the commissioner, and the commissioner decided to give him a second chance. So we're back in this crappy studio for
what the fuck
last
decided
time.
that we weren't doing it? You're the only one that said it. Who the fuck lets us do
It's a shit studio. The lighting sucks. The layout is crappy. I don't know. Man. It's too humid in here.
Chris?
And we have animals in the thing.
Yes,
We have animals next to myself also. So. Okay. So what did you want to talk about this week?
Well, we could talk about the FHL All-Star game that occurred over a week ago.
Right.
It was Team Greece against Team Quebec, and I have to congratulate my Mr. Lappas. Me and him did a good prediction.
Of course,
Team
I told
Greece
you.
were the winners, and the truth, you had told us that Team Quebec was going to win, and apparently, well, it was a lie because Team Greece beat.
Well, listen, I'm not a fortune teller, man. I made a prediction, and okay, not everybody gets.
You are the truth. You're supposed to speak the truth. You did not speak the truth. You lied on national TV.
I speak the truth for facts that happen in the league. Whether I make a prediction or not, I'm not supposed to predict it.
Well, your predictions suck, and next time you should just shut your mouth.
Right?
Because I'm fed up with your crappy predictions.
Alright, let's go.
Okay. So the difference in that game was Martin St. Louis of the Avalanche.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
he was a late addition to the roster due to injuries.
Don't forget that Sheldon Surrey got 3 points for Team Greece.
Goal of MVP All-Star.
MVP All-Star.
Yeah,
so
so
I don't know where your St. Louis fits in there.
Well, he was a difference maker.
Whatever.
All right, so now we're gonna open up the Inside vs. Lappas mailbag. We're gonna read one of the tons and millions of questions that we receive every week.
Tons of crap.
All right, now it's time to open up the Inside vs. Lappas mailbag. But before we do that, like, what the hell is this? I'm sitting on a couch. He's sitting on a chair.
Seriously.
So far, it looks like a Zdeno Chara compared to me.
This is why the studio sucks. Anyways, what's our question for this week?
There you go.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, first question comes to us from Richard Gobler from Boston, Massachusetts, who asks, Dear Insider versus Lappas, who will not make the playoffs this year? Very easy. The crappy Avalanche and the crappy Rangers. Why? Because they suck.
Well, I would disagree with you. The Avalanche will make the playoffs. I think the Leafs and the rebuilding Leafs and the Penguins will make it to the FHL playoffs because, like you say, both of those teams suck. The Avalanche, I see them going pretty far in the playoffs.
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening because I was too busy reading the second question. So yeah, we do have a second question this week from Steph Janakis from Fabreville, Quebec. Wants to know why is Peter still commissioner and when will he be replaced? Well, Steph, since you are here in the studio with us, Peter is still commissioner because nobody else has stepped up. When will he be replaced? I guess when someone else steps up. So, Steph, if you want to be commissioner, I'll support you because Peter, frankly, you suck as commissioner, and Chris, as chairman of the board, you suck as well.
Well, I don't know why people are bashing the commissioner. The league started a couple of years ago with 6 teams, and now we're up to 18. So he has expanded the league to 3 times its size. So
is Gary Bettman, but is Gary Bettman a loved commissioner? No. So there are other reasons which we won't go through in this segment because we don't have any time.
All right, well, thanks, Stefan, for bitching and complaining like you always do. And thanks to everybody for sending us a question. So I guess, speaking of bitching and crying and whining and complaining and all that stuff, the moment of truth is coming up next. Back now. With me is the truth for the moment of truth. So what are you gonna tell us this week?
Well, before on the mailbag, crap, whatever you guys call it, you guys mentioned that Peter is doing. Well, you mentioned that Peter is doing a good job because he expanded to 18 teams. What the fuck does that make him good commissioner? I crap 18 times a day. Does that make me a better crapper? Fuck. Anyway, we'll move on. I have a special guest again this week, which he will be becoming a regular. George, can you please escort Mr. Stefan here?
So welcome. Why don't you go over there on that side? Welcome to the show.
So,
and happy birthday.
Thanks.
So we're here, a special guest, Stefan, who will be joining us a lot more often from now, and he'll be part of this segment. I'm going to be supporting Stefan for the new commissioner in this league. I hope Steph.
You know what? This is really annoying. Bring that pen.
Here, go put it in your hand. So Steph, what do you have to say?
Well, I hope there will be a change very soon in FHL because, like I said last week, I think I can do a better job than Peter as commissioner for many reasons.
And do you agree with the fact that what this guy was saying, that Peter's doing a good job simply because he's gotten 18 teams in the league? I mean,
Whatever.
Well, I say it's the only reason. That's just one of the reasons why he's doing a good job. And I think also, by the way, that Lappas agrees with me because you see, we're supporting the commissioner by wearing the logo of his team, the Canadians.
What does that have to do with the commissioner?
It's his team, so they need to support the commissioner.
And what has his team ever done in the FHL? He keeps on fitting anyways, bottom last. Okay.
Bottom last. Learn to speak English, you idiot.
Why don't you come here if you want to give your opinion, you fucker? Alright. So this is Lappas.
This show with the truth sucks. You know what I say? Replace you by him. At least his idea makes sense. So, Steph, you want to be part of the show? Nick, you're out.
And who
So
are
I
you?
say, me.
Who the fuck are
The
you?
show is called
Who the fuck?
Insider versus
Who the
Lappas.
fuck?
I am
Maybe it shouldn't be
Lappas.
called Insider vs. Lappas. Maybe next week we should change the name and call it something else.
Well, we could, but maybe we wouldn't have to. You also want to tell us something about two other general managers?
Oh, that. I don't know if it's appropriate to talk about it in the show. Well, apparently there's yeah, Jean Robert and his good buddy Mathieu Tagenet, apparently they've hit it off a couple times. I mean, well, what else is new? A lot of crap.
So gay.
Yeah, unfortunately, well, it's their decision, it's their call. They want to mingle, well, yeah.
So I guess it's part of the big ring that you told us about earlier in the season.
Well, I don't know if it's part of the same ring, but, well, it's part of something. I mean, it's none of my business. As long as they're having fun, it's all good.
Yeah, and as long as you leave us alone also. True. Alright, so I guess that's all the time we have for this week's episode. Thanks to Mr. Lappas.
For not being in the show too much.
For our new regular, supposedly guest, Hustler General Manager Steph Janakis.
Penguins.
Penguins, I always confuse it. And to the truth for telling us, just killing some time basically with saying with words out of his mouth. So thanks for watching everybody, we'll see you next week.